I have an online tone generator set to 528, which is developed by Thomas P. Sinelski. Thank you, Thomas. I notice here it can be used for science experiments. I would say so. Go ahead and play that. So, pure 528 tone there. I'm going to stop it before anything happens. Up here, I also have another tone generator set to 525, and I'm about to show you what will happen with that. Things happen much quicker when you're using pure tones rather than the other stuff I was using on YouTube, which had like sounds mixed in with it. There we go, 528. And already you can see a much more stable fracture. Okay, I have to do this quick because this stuff does not last. 525, you can see there's a whole range of tones here, but 525, you're going to hear, probably hear the fluctuation there. There we go.
In the age of the internet, YouTube has become a platform where creators share content ranging from the mundane to the extraordinary. Among these creators was a YouTuber known as Funky Fathead, who gained a modest following for his eclectic mix of content, including technology tutorials, paranormal investigations, and explorations into the unknown. Funky Fathead's channel took a dark and mysterious turn when he posted a video demonstrating how to open a portal. Shortly after uploading this video, Funky Fathead vanished without a trace. He states in 2 earlier videos that there appears to be a fracture in space in his bedroom, caused by 2 different frequencies. He blends the 2 frequencies in his most current video, displaying what seems to be a Sedona doorway. He was known for his mysterious videos, often pushing the boundaries of conventional knowledge. In one of his final videos, he claimed to have discovered a method to open a portal using specific frequencies and a generator. In the video, Funky Fathead explained that he had stumbled upon ancient texts and modern scientific theories, suggesting that certain sound frequencies could alter the fabric of reality. He demonstrated how to use a generator, showing viewers the specific frequencies needed to create what he described as a resonant field capable of opening a portal. As the tones played, the camera captured strange visual distortions. The room appeared to shimmer, and objects near the tone generator seemed to vibrate. Toward the end of the video, a small portal appears to open. Following the upload of his final video, the user vanished. Concerned fans and fellow YouTubers attempted to contact him, but received no response. His social media accounts went silent, and repeated efforts to locate him through official channels yielded no results. News organizations reportedly tried to get in touch with him, but were unable. Researchers studying the paranormal have suggested that he might have been singled out and instructed to cease publishing because of the mysterious portal that he purportedly established in his video. One commenter noted that even if the videos were fake, they still got people interested in the topic, which might have been the reason for his disappearance. Strangely enough, many people have vanished over the years after being open and discussing these subjects. This has led some to speculate that there may have been involvement from higher powers. The most sensational theory is that Funky Fathead successfully opened a portal and stepped into another dimension. Supporters of this theory argue that the visual and audio phenomena captured in the video provide compelling evidence that he managed to manipulate the fabric of reality. They suggest that he may be trapped in another realm or exploring an alternate universe, unable to return. Skeptics propose that the video was a cleverly crafted hoax, using digital effects to create the illusion of a portal. They argue that Funky Fathead may have staged his disappearance to generate buzz and intrigue, capitalizing on the viral potential of his video. According to this theory, he could be living under a new identity or planning a dramatic return to the public eye. The disappearance of Funky Fathead, following his mysterious video on opening a portal using a computerized tone generator, remains one of the most strangest stories in the digital age. Whether viewed as a genuine experiment gone awry, a masterful hoax, or a manifestation of personal struggles, the case of Funky Fathead captivates the imagination and challenges our understanding of reality. Did ancient civilizations use sound and frequency to achieve what they did? Ancient societies used advanced acoustic techniques to construct places that were not only visually attractive, but also resonant and reverberant, as seen in the pyramids of Egypt and the Greek temples. It is an engineering miracle that no one can quite figure out how the Great Pyramids were built. However, some academics think that the Egyptians achieved this accomplishment by using vibration and frequency. It's possible that they vibrated the stone with sound waves to facilitate movement. It's possible that they employed sound waves to both sculpt and lift the stone into position. All things in the cosmos have a unique vibration or frequency, according to the ancient Egyptians, and everything is connected. In addition, they thought that these frequencies might be utilized for communication, healing, and perhaps physical world manipulation. They thought they could harness the power of the universe by comprehending its vibrations. The sound chambers are one of the Great Pyramid's most fascinating elements. These chambers have special acoustic qualities and are situated far within the pyramids. These chambers have a distinctive echo that is produced when sound is made inside of them. According to some experts, the Egyptians might have performed ritualistic acts like singing or chanting in these chambers. There are significant parallels between the Egyptian knowledge of frequency and vibration and many contemporary applications. The foundation of both is the idea that everything in the cosmos vibrates at a particular frequency. Both think that these holy frequencies can be utilized to communicate, heal, and even control the material world. Both hold that we can harness the power of the universe by comprehending its vibrations. The idea that frequency and vibration could have been used in ancient construction is rooted in the principles of physics and acoustics. Modern science has demonstrated that sound waves can exert force and manipulate objects under certain conditions. Acoustic levitation involves the use of high-frequency sound waves to create standing waves that can lift and suspend objects in the air. This phenomenon occurs when sound waves create regions of high and low pressure, effectively counteracting gravity. While modern acoustic levitation typically involves small objects, some researchers speculate that ancient cultures might have developed techniques to scale up this process for larger stones. Resonance is another principle that could have been harnessed by ancient builders. When an object vibrates at its natural frequency, it can achieve resonance, leading to amplified vibrations. These amplified vibrations could potentially be used to weaken the structural integrity of stone, making it easier to cut or shape. Ancient tools and instruments, such as tuning forks or specially designed resonant chambers, might have been employed to achieve this effect. Cymatics is the study of visible sound and vibration patterns. When a surface is exposed to sound waves, it can produce intricate patterns and shapes. Ancient cultures might have used cymatic principles to design tools or techniques that harnessed the power of sound to influence materials. This knowledge could have been applied to move or shape stones in construction. The theory that ancient cultures used frequency and vibration in construction has broader implications for our understanding of ancient technologies and knowledge systems. It challenges conventional views of ancient engineering and suggests that these cultures might have had access to sophisticated techniques that have been lost or forgotten over time. If ancient builders did indeed use sound and vibration, it would require a re-evaluation of their technological and scientific knowledge. This perspective highlights the possibility that ancient cultures possessed advanced understanding of acoustics, physics, and materials science. It also underscores the importance of interdisciplinary research in uncovering these lost technologies. Exploring ancient techniques involving frequency and vibration can inspire modern engineering and architectural practices. Understanding how sound and vibration can manipulate materials might lead to innovative construction methods, reducing the need for heavy machinery and lowering environmental impact. Additionally, these principles could be applied in other fields, such as medicine and manufacturing, to develop new technologies. This United States program spent millions of dollars investigating stargates and wormholes. The history of the United States is intriguing. Investigators have been able to uncover some of the US's most dubious actions over the years. This dubious past is what has caused some people to demand further explanations. You only discover that reality is stranger than fiction when you begin looking into and studying some of these investigations that they conducted. Numerous declassified documents have been leaked online over the last few years. Interestingly, most of these leaks occurred covertly. Nonetheless, amateur researchers have poured many hours into poring over these old records, and while some of them only summarize irrelevant information, others are true eye-openers. One of the more intriguing ones that was made public through declassified networks and the Freedom of Information Act described how the US government had used tax dollars to study topics such as stargates, wormholes, cloaking technologies, and high-energy weapons. These documents alone show that funding was provided for 38 covert government programs. The rest of the paper, up to page 38, describes dark energy and warp energy. Researchers found the metamaterials for aerospace application to be particularly noteworthy. Metamaterials are defined as materials that unidentified flying objects have left behind. According to a different expert, the US government has been studying these subjects for some time and is making progress towards interplanetary travel. The fact that the government will gladly spend taxpayers' money on these discoveries but then withholds the information from the public, a practice that many believe is unfair given that the public funds these initiatives, is one of the things that irritates people about these discoveries. Furthermore, as several amateur researchers have noted, these are only the initiatives that we are aware of. There are probably hundreds more out there that we are unaware of and will never get published. It is to be expected that numerous documents such as this are available online, the problem being that finding them can be a challenge. Approximately 13 million pages of US Central Intelligence Agency declassified records were made available online back in 2017. Project Stargate was one investigation that caught people's attention. The Stargate project, conducted by the US government during the Cold War, remains one of the most intriguing and controversial programs in modern history. Officially, it aimed to investigate the potential for psychic phenomena, such as remote viewing, to be used in intelligence gathering. The Stargate project began in the early 1970s, primarily driven by concerns that the Soviet Union was investing heavily in psychic research for espionage purposes. In response, the US Central Intelligence Agency, along with other intelligence agencies, initiated their own program to explore the potential of psychic phenomena, particularly remote viewing, as a tool for intelligence gathering. Remote viewing is the practice of attempting to perceive distant or unseen targets using extrasensory perception. Proponents of the practice believe that individuals can acquire information about a person, place, or object without the use of traditional senses. The CIA contracted the Stanford Research Institute in California to conduct experiments and develop methodologies for remote viewing. The Stargate project employed various methodologies to test and refine the practice of remote viewing. The experiments typically involved a viewer who would attempt to describe a hidden target, which could be a location, object, or even a person, based on minimal or no information. Two of the most famous remote viewers associated with the Stargate project were Pat Price and Ingo Swann. Price, a former police officer, and Swann, an artist and psychic, claimed to have exceptional remote viewing abilities. Their sessions reportedly produced highly accurate descriptions of secret military installations and other targets, garnering significant attention from the intelligence community. For instance, in one experiment, Price was asked to describe a Soviet site based on its coordinates. He provided detailed descriptions of the layout and activities within the site, which were later corroborated by satellite imagery. Similarly, Swan's remote viewing sessions included detailed sketches and descriptions that aligned with known details of the target locations. The experiments were conducted under controlled laboratory conditions to ensure the validity of the results. Double-blind protocols were used, where neither the remote viewer nor the experimenters knew the target in advance. These measures were intended to eliminate bias and chance as explanations for the remote viewer's successes. As mentioned, the United States swiftly funded and launched Project Stargate out of concern that the Soviet Union had discovered a new kind of spiritual technology. The program's specific goals included studying the phenomenon of remote viewing and employing psychic soldiers to gather data from various locations on Earth without physically being there. In 1972, the Stanford Research Institute, based in Menlo Park, California, started conducting research on remote seeing. Before someone could be admitted into the study, the principal researchers, Harold Puthoff and Russell Targ, stipulated that their estimates had to be accurate to a minimum of 65%. They also claimed that many of the participants fared better than this threshold, albeit not all of them were perfect. Rosemary Smith, a psychic involved in the operation, was able to identify a lost Soviet spy plane in 1976, shortly after it started. Over time, the crew also received claims of returned high-value targets. Due to claims that the research group's findings were accurate because of independent detective work done outside of its purview, the CIA administration cancelled Project Stargate in 1995 due to advancements in satellite and surveillance technology. The CIA believed the project was a publicity stunt. In spite of this, many people think that the project continued and that this technique is still in use today. Though such subjects may seem utopian, we have evidence of their existence, and the government agency was sufficiently convinced of them to commit hundreds of millions of dollars to the programs. We will never be able to know the result of these trials or what would happen to the individuals who took part. One of the problems people have is trust. For decades, the public has been questioning government officials about these initiatives, and each time they have been questioned, they have denied that they ever occurred. However, it has now come to light that these kinds of projects have been under investigation all along. This is the primary cause of the public's lack of trust in politicians when they discuss these kinds of subjects. A few have even expressed doubts that most of these studies actually came to an end, stating that it is more likely that they were simply renamed under a different project and are probably still being explored today. The International Space Station serves as a unique platform for scientific research, international collaboration, and the study of Earth from orbit. Among their tasks is the documentation of Earth's surface, celestial phenomena, and the space environment using various imaging equipment. One such instance occurred when an astronaut aboard the International Space Station captured a photograph of Earth against the backdrop of space. This image shows Thomas Pesquet, a European Space Agency flight engineer who was on Expedition 65, standing in the International Space Station cupola. Known as the window to the world, the view offers an amazing 360-degree perspective of space. At the time of the photo's capture, the space station, situated 263 miles above the Atlantic Ocean, was exactly halfway between South America and Africa. Astronauts such as Pesquet can marvel at Earth's features from this specific module, which acts as an essential observation point. A witness reported seeing a large circular object in the background that appeared to be suspended in Earth's atmosphere. Witnesses to the scene were drawn in by this object that appeared to be hovering above our globe. This unexpected sighting sparked curiosity and speculation among researchers and enthusiasts alike, prompting inquiries into the nature and origin of the mysterious object. Several hypotheses have been proposed to explain the presence of the circular anomaly in the astronaut's photograph. One possibility is that the image suggests that the object's appearance and size do not match known astronomical bodies visible from Earth's orbit, casting doubt on natural explanations that have been put forward. The object, seemingly suspended in the darkness, immediately drew attention and speculation among researchers, space enthusiasts, and the public. Its appearance, size, and apparent lack of identifiable features sparked curiosity and debate about its nature and origin. One idea is that the circular object could be a human-made satellite, spacecraft, or debris in Earth's orbit. Given the proliferation of satellites and space debris, it is conceivable that the object captured in the photograph is a man-made artifact, perhaps part of a defunct satellite or remnant from a previous space mission. However, without additional information or context, confirming the identity of the object remains challenging. The discovery of the large, unknown circular object in flight engineer Thomas Pesquet's photograph raises broader questions about the nature of anomalies and unidentified phenomena encountered in space. It underscores the challenges and complexities of observing and interpreting data collected from the unique perspective of the International Space Station and highlights the importance of rigorous scientific investigation and critical analysis in assessing such phenomena. Speculation about the nature of the object ran rampant, with some suggesting that it could have been an ancient artifact left by an advanced extraterrestrial civilization, offering a gateway to distant stars, or perhaps a remnant of a highly advanced technology that surpasses our current understanding of space travel and exploration. These questions fueled intense debate within scientific circles and sparked renewed interest in the search for extraterrestrial intelligence and the potential for interstellar communication and travel. Interestingly enough, over the years, amateur researchers interested in the unknown have noticed the occasional appearance of unidentified flying objects captured by the live cameras aboard the International Space Station. These sightings, documented by astronauts and space agencies around the world, offer compelling evidence of unexplained aerial phenomena in Earth's orbit and beyond. One notable incident occurred during a routine live broadcast from the space station, where a spherical object with distinctive lights was observed maneuvering in Earth's upper atmosphere. The object, visible against the backdrop of the planet's curvature, appeared to move with purposeful agility, defying the conventional laws of aerodynamics. Astronauts on board the space station, as well as viewers watching the live feed from mission control centers, were intrigued by the anomaly and immediately initiated protocols to document and analyze the sighting. Video footage of the UFO, captured in high-definition clarity, circulated widely across international space agencies and scientific communities. Analysts and researchers scrutinized the footage, noting the object's rapid changes in direction and velocity, its ability to hover motionless for extended periods, and its sudden disappearance into the depths of space. These characteristics, distinct from known space debris or satellites, pointed towards a phenomenon that transcended terrestrial explanations. The ability of these objects to perform maneuvers beyond the capabilities of current human technology suggests advancements that may originate from civilizations with knowledge and capabilities far surpassing our own. Such possibilities invite speculation about the existence of extraterrestrial intelligence and the potential for interstellar communication or contact. Beyond the scientific implications, the presence of UFOs observed from the International Space Station raises profound philosophical and existential questions. These encounters compel humanity to reconsider our place in the cosmos and confront the possibility that we are not alone in the universe. They prompt us to contemplate the vastness of space, the diversity of life forms that may exist beyond Earth, and the ethical and societal implications of interstellar encounters. Unidentified flying objects are one subject that has captured the public's attention. Astronauts themselves have offered some fascinating anecdotes on this subject. Edgar Mitchell is one of these people who sticks out. As the sixth person to set foot on the Moon, Mitchell was instrumental in guiding the Apollo 14 lunar module, the first Apollo mission devoted to carrying out scientific research on the Moon. Mitchell and his team spent an incredible 9 hours on this expedition researching the Fra Mauro Highlands area of the Moon. In addition to being well known for his incredible astronautic experience, Mitchell has drawn a lot of attention from the space community for his controversial beliefs about extraterrestrial life and UFOs. Mitchell's perspective has certainly been impacted by his experiences growing up during the space race and his later career as an astronaut, which has led him to explore the topics of UFOs and the possibility of extraterrestrial life. It is significant to remember that Mitchell is not just interested in theoretical concepts regarding UFOs and extraterrestrial events. To bolster his arguments, he has conducted scientific investigations and research with the goal of illuminating the mysteries that exist beyond Earth. Within the scientific and UFO research circles, Mitchell's image as a boundary-pushing thinker has been cemented by his willingness to question accepted wisdom and investigate unorthodox concepts. Edgar Mitchell began an extraordinary career adventure in 1948 when he first decided to have a military career and enlisted in the US Navy as a pilot. His extraordinary abilities and commitment eventually attracted NASA's notice, and in 1966 he was chosen to become an astronaut. But it was later in Mitchell's career, following his retirement from active duty, that he became involved in conversations on the fascinating field of extraterrestrial occurrences, including his own personal experiences. The remarkable events surrounding Edgar Mitchell started to take place during the historic Apollo 14 mission, a mission that was mainly forgotten to the general public. Under the cover of scientific inquiry, the mission included a subplot of strange and unexplainable events that shocked and perplexed people all around the world. After experiencing what he believed to be a supernatural power outside of reality, Mitchell became increasingly fascinated with paranormal phenomena and the boundaries of awareness. His interest in extrasensory perception grew as a result of this, and he conducted numerous studies on psychic talents, including telepathy, while residing in the Apollo 14 module. It seems, strangely enough, that Mitchell was deeply affected by the experience and that it left an enduring impression on his mind. Edgar Mitchell later claimed to have communicated telepathically with a group of psychics while in space. In order to continue the research he had started while in orbit and in private, Mitchell founded the Institute of Noetic Sciences after his space mission. Mitchell never wavered in his confidence in the reality of unexplained flying objects over the course of his life. Mitchell publicly stated his strong belief in UFO contact during an interview on the television program Dateline in 1996. He also accused the US government of hiding evidence of UFO crash accidents and extraterrestrial encounters. His words exposed a widespread cover-up and sparked debates about the existence of extraterrestrial encounters and the government's subsequent repression of them. There are no indications that the public's fascination in UFOs and outer space will continue. It's interesting to note that a rising number of people think that these enigmatic, unexplained flying objects can be seen when watching the International Space Station. Video footage captured by ISS cameras vividly depicts the triangular UFOs maneuvering with precision and agility, exhibiting flight characteristics that surpass conventional aircraft and spacecraft capabilities. The objects, illuminated by the sun's reflection, cast distinctive shadows against the curvature of the Earth, emphasizing their solid and structured appearance. Astronauts aboard the ISS, trained in meticulous observation and documentation, described the UFOs as maintaining formation while executing rapid changes in trajectory and velocity, a feat that defies the known laws of aerodynamics. Scientific analysis of the recorded footage and telemetry data corroborates the authenticity of the triangle-shaped UFO sightings. Experts in aerospace engineering and astrophysics have scrutinized the videos, noting the absence of visible propulsion systems or conventional control surfaces typically associated with terrestrial aircraft. The object's ability to hover motionless for extended periods and execute high-speed maneuvers suggests advanced propulsion technologies that remain beyond current human understanding. Furthermore, corroborating testimonies from multiple space missions and international space agencies underscore the recurring nature of triangle UFO sightings observed from the ISS. Experienced astronauts, including veterans of multiple spaceflights, have attested to witnessing similar phenomena during their missions, reinforcing the credibility and significance of these encounters. Their first-hand accounts provide invaluable insights into the behavior and characteristics of UFOs that traverse Earth's orbit with apparent ease and sophistication. From a scientific standpoint, the existence of triangle-shaped UFOs captured by ISS cameras prompts profound questions about the nature of aerospace technology and the potential origins of these enigmatic objects. Hypotheses range from experimental military aircraft utilizing classified propulsion systems to unconventional spacecraft operated by extraterrestrial civilizations capable of interstellar travel. The triangular configuration, often associated with reports of UFOs worldwide, hints at a universal design principle or technological paradigm that transcends cultural and geographical boundaries. As of right now, the documentation of UFOs by International Space Station cameras represents a compelling chapter in the ongoing exploration of outer space. These sightings, viewed from the perspective of their authenticity, challenge us to expand our scientific horizons, reconsider our assumptions about the nature of reality, and embrace the possibilities of a universe teeming with mysteries yet to be unveiled. As we continue to explore the cosmos and search for signs of extraterrestrial life, these encounters remind us of the boundless potential for discovery and the enduring quest to understand our place in the grand tapestry of existence. The concept of unidentified flying objects as probes sent from another planet represents a compelling and thought-provoking hypothesis in the study of potential extraterrestrial visitation and exploration. If UFOs are indeed probes from another planet or civilization, they could serve a variety of purposes and functions that extend beyond mere observation, offering profound insights into the motivations and capabilities of their creators. UFOs acting as probes may be tasked with exploring and observing Earth and its surroundings. These probes could gather data on Earth's atmosphere, climate patterns, geological features, and biodiversity. They might study human civilization, infrastructure, and cultural development, offering their creators a comprehensive understanding of our planet and its inhabitants from a distant perspective. Advanced civilizations capable of sending probes to Earth may prioritize scientific research and discovery. UFO probes could conduct experiments in fields such as astronomy, physics, biology, and chemistry, leveraging Earth's unique environment and resources for scientific exploration.